How do? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm having a great week. Honestly, Gateshead in Newcastle were absolutely magnificent. You can watch those videos on the channel already as well. And today, I'm back in York. What's not to love about York? Fourth visit to the place so far. Feel like I've barely scratched the surface, so I'm very much excited for today. The sun is shining. It's a race day, which means it's going to be mega busy later. So I better get my skates on and try and get through some of these pubs, get some videoing done before the pubs get too busy to really show you anything. So I've got to meet someone at the Roman Bath pub for 12, but I'm in 20 minutes early, 20 to 12, and I'm just walking in and I've seen a pub that I've never done. So we're going to start with this. This one is the White Horse, and I'm just outside the city walls still. See the walls there. So White Horse is definitely one that I've never ticked off before. A Thwaites pub. Let's get in and see what the White Horse is all about. Stop number one of the day. It's a sweet looking little pub. I would get lost in the shuffle in York, I think, because of how amazing they are. But it's a decent little pub. It's obviously an old one. It's got a nice little bar area to it. It said Thwaites beers, which I don't mind. So I don't mind Thwaites beers at all. And by 11:15 in the morning, there's already 10, 15 people in here at least, so that's not bad. First beer of the day, Paradise number 3. That's what I started with. Paradise number 3, first beer of the day. There's some Thwaites ones. I do like Thwaites beers, but I think they're pretty cool. Pub number 1 in the bag. Walk then into the centre because I went in the sister pub to this on the last visit, and the lovely chap who runs the place said to me about coming to have a look around at this one because there is a lot of history in this. Pub in question, Roman Bath, and what a beauty it is. So now owned by Craft Union. Not necessarily Craft Union's usual style of pub. Not from the outside and stuff anyway, but as you can see, how many pubs in Britain can boast a 2,000-year-old Roman bathhouse in the cellar? So that's what we're here to have a look at. One of the city's oldest attractions. Step underground to see the remains of Roman York uncovered back in the 1930s. I absolutely love the windows. I love the look of this already. Let's get in and see it. No, like I said, I don't mind a Craft Union in the slightest, but I can honestly say I've never walked into a Craft Union quite like this one before, in a good way, a real good way. It's a gorgeous pub anyway. But yeah, apparently they found the old Roman stuff when they put this building up in the 1920s, 1930s. Discovered all that underneath, and it is still intact. I've just met Chris, the manager. He's going to take me down and show me around. So cheers to Tom for sorting that for me. But show you around up here first. Craft Union means Craft Union value and Craft Union prices, but it's nice to see 2 Timmy Taylors on in here. Said Holly would be happy. He's got the old moot and stuff on, and it's a nice looking pub anyway. Whether it be just for the stuff downstairs or not, it is a nice looking boozer. So I absolutely love the old stained glass windows. And upstairs then is a reasonably roomy establishment. Let's go and look at the garden. A nice little garden right in York city centre to sit and have a beer in. Probably won't go wrong with this one either. TV out here and stuff as well. Great little garden. Lovely little garden space. Ah, right. Let's get to the main attraction downstairs. I'm going to walk you down into it because I've just had a look. And this place is pretty incredible. So this is a paid museum, a proper paid museum, but it is very, very reasonably priced, as you can see on there. And honestly, when you step in, and you realise and you sort of have a think to yourself about how old this actually is, being a complete authentic Roman experience, authentic Roman, but it is just absolutely incredible being down here and seeing that. They've got some wonderful artefacts and things as you have a wander around here. And all I can say honestly is come for a beer upstairs, have a sit in their beer garden, but do make sure you come down here and just experience this. I mean, you walking around, it feels magical. Just being in here, just feels amazing and absolutely incredible. So do make the effort to come down and see this. I mean, honestly, say I've never been in the Craft Union pub that's got a Roman bath underneath it, because it's probably the only one. It's probably one of the only pubs that's got it underneath. But there's some of these have actually got soldiers' footprints and things like that in them, and finger marks and stuff from when they would have been walking across many years ago. Just Footsteps of Rome, absolutely incredible little thing. So do make the effort to come, have a beer in the pub upstairs, because it's a great pub anyway, and come and see for yourself how amazing this experience is. Wow, just the history of York is always something that fascinates me. It really does, and it doesn't get much more magical, does it, than seeing something like that. Whilst I am just here in this vicinity, there is something that I physically am incapable of doing, and that is not revisiting Valhalla. One of my favourites in York. I know you've seen it in one of the videos before, but I'm right here. It always deserves another visit and another look. So it's less than a 1 minute walk from Roman Bath, just down this side street, and we will get in and redo Valhalla. Of course, this absolute beauty. And now I'll say it's a Friday, it's a race day. York is going to be mega busy. So there's a crow already calling out at me. But let's get in and show you Valhalla once more. The beer choice in here is absolutely superb, always, and it is just one of those epic experiences of coming to York that you have to come and see Valhalla. So stop 3 today. Absolutely adore this place. So we're going to do the walkthrough from the door with you again, because it's worth seeing. I'll take you upstairs as well today. As you wander on in, you see all the merch. I mean, the merch is pretty cool in itself, isn't it? I mean, to have to walk over that into the bar, always a pretty special experience as well. And this is the downstairs bar. So actually, I've got here early for once today. It's one of the quietest times I've found it on, so I'm doing a good job today, a better job today. I've just gone with half of that Abbeydale Cherry Bakewell Stout, top notch. Let's say upstairs. Me up these stairs, because it's pretty magical up here as well. So you will love it. Honestly, if you've never been to Valhalla, you really should come and see this place for yourselves. It's a beaut. So a good little seating space on this level as well. It's just a beautiful bar through and through. Everything about it, absolutely stunning. Definitely one of the ones not to miss in York ever. Physically can't do it. I can't come to York and not visit Valhalla. I just can't do it. And you see why, can't you? You totally see why. It's just amazing. It's such a wonderful place. Beer's always on point. So much choice, so much variety of stuff. Always something for everybody. And I just absolutely love the place. But we're not here today to keep revisiting all the old favourites, are we? So we've done them. Let's get on, find some new ones. Straight down the road then, pretty much around the back of Roman Bar. So I've basically done the little circuit of the square. I've definitely never done this before. It's called Oscar's Wine Bar and Bistro. So we've definitely never visited Oscar's. So let's get it on the list. Let's get it visited. Go in and see what Oscar's has to offer us today. This place is cool. Obviously, it's definitely more dining than it is drinking, but they were absolutely fine with me coming and sitting in the bar. There were stalls at the bar to sit at, so they were absolutely fine with that. The girls are both lovely that are working. It's a very nice looking little establishment, to be honest. And I'm pretty sure I've just found a Molson Coors product, a Molson Coors beer that I didn't hate. Don't at me, because I'm stunned too. So which I speak, Malabar Blonde IPA. It's a Cobra one, so yeah, it's definitely Molson Coors. 100% it's Molson Coors, but you know what? It's not actually terrible. So I don't know what they've done with it. You've got Mal and stuff like that, and it is a very nice looking little place. Look, very nice looking little gaff. I like it. Going full circle. Let's complete this little bit because I'm literally now back at Roman Bath. So I've done a little, honestly, a little circle. Never done this one before, so let's tick this off. And this is called Jay's Bar. Established 1997. Looks a sweet little bar. So yeah, Roman Bath, just there. I've literally come from that way, so we've now done the full little circle along here. Victor Jay's next up. Absolutely wonderful little place. What a wonderful little find. It's tucked away, hidden away from the hustle and bustle on the main streets. But this is where you find the gems. I'm always telling you this. I tell you this all the time. You have to go into the side streets. You have to explore. You have to try and seek out special places. And this is really cool. And a Brew York beer, Coney on. Happy with that. Brew York's Coney, Hazy Session IPA. Really nice. Good little bits on. I like it a lot. Hidden gem. It's always the ones. Like, come and find little hidden gems that. Yeah, it's a really cool little place. Take a little walk. Because there's a revisit I want to do, and I want to do it before the masses from the races descend upon York. So it's not mega busy at the moment, but you can tell there was a lot of people milling around there that were clearly going to the races. So it's going to get mega busy soon. So the one I'm on the way to, apparently one of York's most haunted pubs. Did it very first time we ever came to York before we even had the YouTube channel. So it's a revisit, can't go on the list, but it'll be the first time I'm videoing it. See you outside. The pub of which I speak, the Snickleway Inn. So when you do the old internet research of York's most haunted pubs and whatever, this one comes up as one of the top 6 most haunted pubs in York. So never done a video in here, so it is definitely one that I've been itching to get back to. So I mean, look at the overhang on them. So it gives you such an idea of the age of the buildings along here. There are some beautiful buildings everywhere in York, and this is another one of them. So Snickleway Inn next up. Talking old, and I do mean old. First mention of this dates back to 1491. Now, for all of you American viewers, you'll know that's the year before your country ever was first mentioned, ever existed. If Columbus really did discover America and it wasn't somewhere else. But we digress, that's not what we're talking about, is it? This is one of those quintessential places that I would say everybody needs to come and see. It's just a beautiful little pub, steeped in history. Is it haunted? We don't know. There are many, but it's never let the truth get in the way of a good story, do we? But beer-wise, welcome-wise, look-wise, history-wise, this is a must visit. Beer-wise, and what we've got on. So I've gone with this Nuts and Crosses from Buxton. Very nice. Peanut butter milk stout. Buxton Brewery is so good. But the beauty of this doesn't lie in its beer, is it? So, loads of former names of the place over the years. Angler's Arms was one of those. But nooks, crannies, small spaces and magic are what we're talking about in this Snickleway Inn. It's just a beautiful piece of history, a beautiful piece of York history, and it's one of those that I would always recommend you come and see a place like this when you've got the opportunity to do so. So, I mean, it's not that it's going anywhere because it's obviously been here since 1491, so the chances of it disappearing now are probably relatively slim, but oldest parts of the building certainly do date back that far. And then if you want a little courtyard garden here as well. The Snickleway Inn. What an absolute little gem and an absolute little piece of York through and through. I was trying to remember what I have and what I haven't done in York is really taxing. Because there were so many generic pub names here, as you'd expect with so many pubs, that I'm like, I've done a Cross Keys, I've done a Royal Oak, I've done, yeah, so I know I have done this one again, but I wanted to do the two. One isn't currently open, weirdly, which seems odd, but we've never done a video in here. So while we're here, let's get this done. And I'm talking about the absolutely gorgeous Royal Oak, 17th century inn. So we've come just from that way. Cross Keys, the Nicholson's pub, good pub. I've done that. I think I've done the majority of the stuff that's around here. I've done the Habit. I've done all of them on this sort of bit. Golden Slipper was the other one I wanted to do. It's got a good story behind that, but not open. But Royal Oak is. So let's get in and do a redo of this and get a proper video. This is another of those that shows up on those lists of the 6 most haunted pubs in York. But again, I remember when we were here last time, we asked the landlady, any ghosty goings on? She was like, absolutely not. So those lists, I'm sure they generate tourists. But yeah, don't trust them if you want ghost stories. So there are no ghost stories to tell with the Royal Oak. But what there is a really decent pub, a 17th century inn that's got some good cask ale, a lovely welcome, and just a lovely feel about it. Good cask ale on offer in it, and a nice little tap mix. But it's a really beautiful little establishment. There's an old door, look at the quality of that. But that is one side to the bar bit. And if you come through this way, you come to the other side, which they call the lounge side out here. There's also another little room on that bit, and a little yard space. Yeah, come into the they call the lounge bit. Another beautiful little room. Absolutely exquisite decor and stuff like that in here. And there's a little room upstairs as well. Yeah, the little room upstairs they refer to as the parlour. So a nice little dining space. Gorgeous little place to sit and have some food up here, I'm sure. It's a lovely place. Honestly, it's a lovely old pub. Sounds as though the Golden Slipper have kind of given up. New landlords coming in June apparently, and I asked a couple of people in the Royal Oak, what time does the Golden Slipper run? The answer was it's supposed to be open now, which it is supposed to be open now. It's not. It's closed. New people coming in June, so I think the people that have got it have just given up. So we'll come and do a video in there on another day. We've got so much more to explore. Let's head back. It's time for some lunch, and one of my favourite dishes in the world is takoyaki octopus balls. So while we're on Gillygate, Pico, get some lunch. Always got to eat, right? Eel, eel noodles. Wow. Takoyaki, one of my favourite dishes in the entire world, and some egg. I can't remember. Yeah, just amazing. It smells great, looks great. So happy with this. That little Pico has just become my go-to place for food in York. That is some of the best takoyaki I've ever tasted. The eel noodles were. Oh. If you like Japanese food, like I do, so I actually live for Japanese food. I'm sure I was born in the wrong culture. You will absolutely love that. It's absolutely top notch. But on we go. Things to do. The races will probably finish soon, which means everything will get mega busy. So let's get some more done that we've never done before. Back over near where I was a little while ago, where Oscars is. See where the Gordon's barriers, that's where Oscars is. Back over here. Just got told about this one on Facebook. Polymath. Definitely one I have never done before. Blink and you'll miss it. Yeah, you certainly could. You could easily wander on up here without noticing that. But recommendation is in, and I'm going to go and check it out. I absolutely love an independent small business. Doesn't sound like this has been here very long either, which is probably why I didn't know about it. So glad to be here. Got a little chicken wings menu. Yeah. Honestly, if I hadn't just eaten that amazing sushi, I would be all over those chicken wings. But it's a really cool little bar. It's got a few from Brew York on, no cask, but good keg range. Really sweet little bar. 3 on from Brew York. Also normal nitros, and for the nitro cans, the non-alcoholic cans, obviously. I've got a Pilsner in here. I have had it before, but you know what? I don't mind it at all. It's a long note, so not been open that long. Used to be a former Japanese fine dining restaurant, from what I hear, but a pretty cool little space. And there is even a little beer garden space out to here. So plenty of reason to come and have a look. Gorgeous little upstairs sun trap seating bit. It's almost like a greenhouse, and it was so warm. Great little extra bit. This time we dipped out and did something a little bit different. So today's very kind sponsors of the York Crawl and a York video are the amazing Villains Rum of York. So it's about time we stepped inside, took a little tour of this, and tried some of their rums, eh? Literally a minute's walk round from there, pretty in the same areas where Rum and Bath and stuff like that is on Little Stonegate. You'll find Villains Rum. Honestly, I've heard so many good things. It's the second one of our crawls they've sponsored, so good guys. But very much looking forward to trying some rum for myself. If you're a rum fan, I'm sure you're going to find something to love in this place. This is not just your everyday rum shop. This is a rum shop with a difference. I mean, I've just got a rum called Dick Turpin. Now obviously York, all the stuff linked into to York, but the shop is absolutely brilliant, and it's not. I said, but coming in to buy rum, they do interactive experiences and stuff as well. There's a girl who works here doing a wonderful little tour and stuff now, giving them all the information they need. I've got this Dick Turpin one. We'll do this in a minute. But let's show you in here. Look. Interactive experience. So if you want to come down and book a tour, you can literally have a little tour with full on information and everything else going on, which I think is an absolutely great idea. Absolutely great idea. The shop is absolutely out of this world. It's absolutely brilliant. Look at it. An absolutely gorgeous shop with some absolutely amazing flavours of South Yorkshire Witch Pink Grapefruit Rum. Guy Fawkes, obviously another villain of York, born just around the corner from here. Other things, but yeah, there's your tasting bits. But this is what I've got: Dick Turpin Smoky Dark Rum here. So let's give this a go. Before we do that,
I always take great pleasure in adding chaos to our ranks.
Yeah, I know you do, mate.
Hey,
Sorry.
haven't I fired you yet?
No, Vinny, remember we discussed this. I'm on probation. I'm so sorry. It's so embarrassing, Jess.
Very well. If they're willing to swear allegiance to our ways of destruction, I shall administer the oath. But mark my words, they better mean it. I have no patience for any who cannot commit themselves fully to the path of villainy and devastation.
On experience, it's an interactive show. It's an interactive experience. Coming to buy a bottle of rum. Honestly, it's pretty unique. Let's try this. I mean, I love a bourbon and a dark smoky rum right up that street. Oh wow, that's amazing. That's absolutely beautiful. This whole experience, you've got to come and do it. All these villains rum, eh? And I've kidnapped Jim. I've made him come with me. I've kidnapped Jim to make him come for a beer with me, because you don't get to sponsor my calls. You don't get to have me come and not come for a beer with me. But luckily Jim knows where he's going is around here as well. So on the shambles, you know it. So we've done the little shambles, where it's called up there. But Jim just told me of a new pub on here that I've never done before. You know what? I probably would have walked straight past that and not realised it was actually a pub. That's why you people bring local people. It's called the King's Inn. So it is here on Shambles that this wonderful, wonderful little street that has absolutely nothing to do with Harry Potter, by the way. However, no matter how, but never let the truth get in the way of a good story, as we say. It has nothing to do with Harry Potter, but loads of people will come down here and say this was the inspiration behind the Harry Potter street, and it actually isn't. But, however, it has got another pub called the King's Inn. Let's go and see that. Apparently a former Italian restaurant, this actually was. So obviously, I mean, yeah, it's not like it's going to be a new premises, it's not like it's going to be a new building. Yeah, so an old Italian restaurant now turned pub. And fair play for it. It's a unique style little place. This is such a famous street, isn't it? That anything that happens on here is always going to be something special. A bit of info about the Shambles on there. See, I never did say it used to be the Butcher Street, which is where the name the Great Flesh Shambles came from. It's raised higher because the blood that used to run down the streets. So that's an interesting little fact and stuff for you. But a decent little. There are a couple Yorkshire Heart of caskets and a decent little tap selection on as well. So a few Shambles different ones. Rebadged stuff, obviously, yeah, on a haunted hop, which was quite nice. But nice looking little place. Walk to the other end of Shambles from where I came from. You're out of the sort of place now where York Gin are based, and obviously the incredibly famous Golden Fleece. I've done all the pubs around here before. And I've done the one that I'm on the way to before as well, but it's had a refurb since the last time I was there, and loads of people keep saying, can you please go back and do the Stone Roses bar? So I'll see you there. And here we are. It doesn't take long to walk down to Stone Roses bar. So yeah, since the last time I was here, so I've never done a video again of Stone Roses bar. So looking forward to getting in and doing one in here. It's had a refurb since the last time I was here, so looking forward to seeing it as well. But if you don't know where it is on this little street that leads down to the water. There's a Sam Smith's on the corner there we've never done as well. We'll go and do that in a minute. But for now, let's concentrate on a Stone Roses bar. So I don't know if I would necessarily call it a refurb. They've had a spruce up. It looks very good, it looks very clean, very tidy, very new. They've done a good job on it. But yeah, they haven't reinvented the wheel. So if you've not been here since the closure and the refurb, it won't blow your mind when you come in and go, oh my God, this looks so different. It does look a lot tidier and it's a lot cleaner, but yeah, they've left it as it was, which was the beauty in it anyway. Yeah, so it's had a really nice little spruce up in here. Still sit up on the balcony, which I would have loved doing whenever I was here. Plenty of the old analogies, quotes still around and still doing a pretty neat selection of keg stuff and other bits and pieces. Plenty of memorabilia. Still up. I feel we are about to get descended upon by the masses of York. But yeah, Paul Taylor's up over in the corner, and it's just a pretty cool vibe. Always has been, always will be. Wander on down to the waterfront, to the riverside, and you'll come to York's most flooded pub. Regularly shut probably 3 times a year. It gets so flooded in the King's Arms that they end up shutting the doors. It is, of course, a Sam Smith's. I'm pretty sure it is the pub known for the most flooded pub in the whole of the UK, certainly in York. But yeah, Sam Smith's pub, so we're not going to be able to get you much of a look around inside. But you can see why. Obviously, when it rains here, it really, really rains. And it does flood and go inside to that many times. So King's Arms will be my next stop, the first time I will have ever been inside. That is pretty much as you will get to see of the Sam Smith's pub. See, not much furniture. Obviously, when it floods, it's all movable. Just such a weird experience being in one of these, isn't it? Because there are so many non-English speaking tourists and stuff around here that they're not understanding what the no technology rule is and stuff in there. They're walking in there with their phones out and stuff, and I say the staff are spending more of their time sort of saying to people, "Oh, you can't have your phone out," and they don't understand. It's just such a waste of time. This is why it works so well in London, where you can just go about your business being in a pub, because that's what it is. It's a pub, without all the digital detox nonsense. So yeah, I feel for the staff. I do, because I know it's not them. It's Humphrey. It's not them. But it's a nice pub. It's got a thing on the wall where it shows the levels where the floods have come up to, one of which is like well over my head from like 2015. So mega to think of the water that's been in there over the years on the flood. It's been flooded like 40 times, I think, according to that board. So it's a nice pub, but yeah, again, it suffers because of Humphrey's ridiculous rulings, and I just feel for the staff. Down here, I've done the waterfront before, so there's not much point in doing that again. But there are some other bits over here, I believe. One called Plonkers, by the looks of things, and I think it's called the Lowther. Maybe they're two in one. I don't know. Let's go and find out, shall we? Next stop is then going to be the Lowther. Definitely have never done this one before, so I don't know what it'd be like inside, if it'd be busy in there or not, because obviously they are doing an absolutely roaring trade sat out here, which you can totally see why. What a lovely place to be sat, having a beer in the sunshine. So the Lowther, next stop. The thing for me when the sun is shining is the pubs are still busy, but they're busy outside, which means I can actually get inside, still show the pubs, even though they're still doing a good trade and they're busy. So it's sort of win-win when the sun shines for me. It's a nice enough bar, it's no car scale. It's got the stone floors, obviously, when it floods and stuff. I'm sure it has flooded over the time. It would have been. Staff are friendly. It's obviously another one. I said that obviously that floods, so the stone floors and stuff like that. So there's no car scale on. Obviously used to have. There are some over there with nothing on currently. Decent enough little tap mix. And a bit of a modern style feel to the place. I think, sadly, in York, it's probably instantly forgettable, barring that front bit out on the river. But there's nothing wrong with it. Just up from the Lowther, back up the slope towards the main city centre, is a wine bar and bistro, and it's got a wicked name. It's called Plonkers. And if, like me, you grew up in a household where your dad was a massive Only Fools and Horses fan and would constantly say things like "Rodney, you plonker," even though my name wasn't Rodney, it never has been, you will understand the sort of the little bit that I feel when I see something called Plonkers. So I've never done, obviously Plonk is another name for wine, which is obviously why it's called that, so it's nothing to do with Only Fools and Horses. For anybody sort of at me and says, "You know Plonk's wine?" Of course I do. Plonkers will be my next stop. Really nice little place, really nice little wine bar. The vibe of it is laid back, comfortable, friendly, really good tap selection, and some car scale as well. So a wine bar, a bistro, and a good beer house, to be fair. I've got one from Kirkstall Creek, it's a little Belgian brewery number. It's nice. Well, I know, there's quite a few from Kirkstall Brewery on, and it is a really sweet looking, really nice little bath. I love a place like this. The stairs got a little upper mezzanine type floor and stuff as well, and they've got that massive great space. Obviously down by the waterfront as well. Pretty cool little place. This absolute sweetheart who just brought himself in and sat down on the mat. What a sweetie. You can wander around all day and just do the same old pubs because there are so many good ones. Blue Boar, sister pub to the 3 Tons, just around the corner as well. Both two of my absolute favourites when here, but there's no value in keep going back to the same ones, so I'm forcing myself to walk past both of them, even though I have the urge to go in. The Blue Boar is the one where Dick Turpin's body was laid to rest. There's a big sort of shrine and a coffin downstairs now. If you haven't watched the video to that, I think it's York Visit 3. Have a watch of that. Might even be Visit 2 today. Have a watch of the video, the other York videos, anyway, you'll see. Yeah, I think it's probably Visit 2. Have a watch of those videos, you'll see both of those in that. But I'm going to head on back over to pretty much where I started outside the city walls earlier, because I know there's a little run of pubs up there that I've never done. Of course, if we stumble across anything else en route, we'll just stop. Found one. Never done the Duke of York before. Have done the last drop in, just over there in the corner, and the Shambles, whatever you want to call it, is just around the corner here. But Duke of York is one that we've always not actually done, just bowled on past because we've been busy getting other places. So Duke of York, we will stop at here in King's Court. So easy to find. Duke of York up next. So having not done this before, I had totally missed the trick. Didn't necessarily look like much from the outside, did it? Necessarily, I don't know, it looked a bit generic. Never judge a pub from external view. How many times have I told you that? Yeah, I did it myself. Always sort of walk past just going, yeah, it looks a bit generic, won't bother. Come in, the beer choice is off the chart. It's brilliant. Cask, keg, yeah, I think it must be a Leeds brewery pub. There's a lot of Leeds brewery ones on. But I've got myself a New England IPA, a Brew York one called Odin's something. Top notch. Good pub this. Yeah, just have a look at some of the bevies on offer in here. So yeah, I think it probably is a Leeds brewery one, but I went with that is Odin's Gaze, Brew York Northern Monk mashup. Really, really good. Plenty of beer to keep all palates happy in this though, and it is a really cool little pub to be honest. It's a really nice aesthetic, and yeah, I definitely should have come to visit this one sooner. Good dining space down there, great pub all round. Upstairs space as well. The food coming out smells and looks amazing. I'm willing to admit, hands in the air, I totally slept on that one. Walked past it so many times to go to Shambles, to go to Whip My Whop My Gate. I've wanted to say that all day. Whip My Whop My Gate. What a great little name. And just always sort of just walked on past thinking, it just looks a bit generic. But the beer choices in there and the pub in general, the whole thing, really, really good. So don't be me. Don't do what I do. Go into a pub. Go and see for yourself what it's like. Don't judge a pub by the outside. Right, again, I know kind of where I am. Yeah, that's where I went earlier. So we're going to keep on heading back. So basically where I started, I know there are quite a few up there that I've never done. On down High Petergate, which has the Minster in it. Just past the Guy Fawkes Inn. So we're not doing the Trembling Madnesses again today. We're not doing the Guy Fawkes Inn again today. We are heading back out to the gate at the end of the wall on this end, and we're going to take you from there. Well, down here, obviously, I run into a Sam Smith's that's closed currently. Yeah, like so many of his up and down the country. The York Arms are not open, but they are apparently, it says, looking for someone to open it. But I've never done this. The Three-Legged Mare. So that will be my next stop of the day, and I assume all of these people wondering may have come for the races or whatever, but yeah, Three-Legged Mare will be my next stop, because this is one I have certainly never ticked off before either. Let's see what they're all about. Can't imagine being a three-legged mare, but you know, won't judge. This is another one that I 100% feel I should have visited before. It's really cool. Really good beer like I've got myself a Vault City, first Vault City of the day. A hot cross bun, something like that, sour. Very good. I love a Vault City. But yeah, so it's Black Sheep Brewery that own the pub, their flagship pub, from what I hear. Modern inside anyway, obviously old, modern inside. Really good beer choice, really good vibe. So that's what I've gone for. Hot cross berry buns from Vault City. Absolutely loving it. There's some real good beers on in here. And if you're a cider fan, they do not forget about you either. There is a load of ciders, but a load of casks, a load more ciders on there. A load of casks, yeah. Black Sheep Brewery's flagship pub. So plenty of Black Sheep's ones on. But it is just a pretty cool buzz. It has been modernised inside, but I don't think it compromises the quality of it or how it looks. Known locally as the Wonky Donkey. They've all got a nickname, haven't they? Everyone's got a nickname, but a pretty cool looking little place. Lovely guys in the Three-Legged Mare. I mean, a Black Sheep Brewery hat. It's always nice, isn't it? It's always nice when people appreciate what I do. I know I've got the best job in the world and tiny violin for me because I'm always tired. Yeah, you know, but it is nice when people are appreciative, and as I said, I love that. I've got a big collection of stuff that we've got from breweries or pubs so far. It's always nice to have that sort of memories room and stuff. But carry on walking. You don't have to walk far. Eagle and Child. So a Leeds Brewery pub. This one definitely is. Cask, keg, bottled beers. Leeds Brewery. And again, a look at the overhang of that. Ever heard the saying, "Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater"? Well, from the top floor, obviously, when they used to tip the bathwater out, this is why the overhang is, so it didn't splash the people on the path below. Eagle and Child, next stop. And this one, I don't even know where to start. I have walked up and down this street probably 15, 20 times at least in my life. I never even realised this was a pub. How bad am I at my job? Really, really bad, I know. This is a banger again. An absolute cast iron banger. This small porter, Three Brothers Brewing, was very, very impressed by it as well. It's a great little beer lineup. Honestly, this is an absolute banger. Leeds Brewery have done a grand old job with another one in here with this. Honestly, it's rustic, it's vibrant. I absolutely love it. And there's a beer garden to the rear up here as well. It's also dog friendly and the sweetest doggy out there. But yeah, good beer garden space. Again, for a city centre pub, it's a really good little beer garden space. Got a lot of places like this. What a belter. Honestly, I wouldn't even have known it was a pub unless I had my eagle eyes on. But certainly don't have to go far to see the next one. It's just over the road. It's a hole in the wall. But it's literally, when I say just over the road from where I was, Eagle and Child, I do mean it's just over the road. I literally walk out and into another. So the hole in the wall will be my next stop of the day. Honestly, York is so good. I'm that close now to the seawall. York is so good. This one definitely feels a bit more food orientated than it does a pub. Loads of diners busy with diners. Decent little beer lineup and stuff on the bar as well, though. But yeah, definitely more food, I'd say, than a drinker's pub. This. So you've got some casks. Okay, it's a bit generic. It looks like Marston's owned to me. So it's a nice old pub. Really nice old place. Lovely brickwork and stuff like that. But yeah, dead busy with diners. Definitely, I would say more of a diner's pub than a drinker's one. But lovely fireplace. A couple more doors down from there is the Fat Badger. I've done that one before, so we won't do that one now today. Although we got, and now we're back at the city wall. So let's wander on through here. We've got one more in me today, I think. One more. So let's go and find. In fact, I think I know where there is one that I wanted to do. I saw it earlier. See you there. I'm on Gillygate, and the pub that I was talking about that I know I haven't done before, that I saw earlier. The Gillygate Pubby Rooms, star pubs. So maybe the beer choice is going to be lacking a little bit, but we won't discriminate. The Gillygate will be my final pub stop of the night. I wasn't wrong when I said about the beer. So it's a star pub. It's Heineken in it. Heineken they just don't get it. They just don't get it. They don't understand that you want a pub to be busy, and this isn't. You want a pub to be busy, you've got to give them a reason to come in. You've got to give people a reason to come in. Non-inspirational, beer-wise. It's a nice enough pub. Lass on the bar is very nice, but that is it. It feels like a local's local. Goes late. There's a pool table on the other side. Yeah, that's that. It's never nice to finish on a star pub, Heineken place. But we did what we did, so that's me for today. Thanks for watching. So 14 new ones for revisits. York continues to be absolutely amazing. Watch the other York videos, decide for yourself what the best pubs are, come and see them. See you in Derby.